You may be suffering from adrenal fatigue and what to do about it. 8 signs of adrenal fatigue and what to do about it. Now, your adrenal glands live right on top of your kidneys, and they do quite a few different jobs, but one of their main jobs is to make a hormone called cortisol. And cortisol basically keeps your blood sugar going between meals and while you're sleeping. It also helps to keep down inflammation. So what happens if those adrenal glands start to get fatigued, they start to have problems? There's some different signs that can tell us that. So let's dive right in today with that. The first sign that you're going to find is it becomes hard to fall asleep. So basically you're laying in bed, the mind's racing, you can't fall asleep. This is because your cortisol is too high at this time, your circadian rhythm's off. Remember, those adrenal glands are on a clock, and usually this is one of the early signs of adrenal malfunction. The next thing that's going to happen is you're going to wake up a lot. So if your adrenal glands are failing in the middle of the night, they can't get blood sugar to your brain, you're going to release adrenaline, and that's going to wake you up. Sometimes it'll even keep you awake if it's enough adrenaline. So that's usually, again, low cortisol adrenaline. The next thing that's going to happen is you're going to wake up tired. If you're waking up in the morning and you're tired, that is not normal at all. That means there's not enough cortisol to your brain, not enough blood sugar to your brain. Yeah, and it's going to snooze, snooze, snooze. So not a good thing there. The next thing that's going to happen is low afternoon energy. If your energy plummets in the afternoon, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, it's like, gosh, I need some coffee, I need some stuff here. Yeah, this is low cortisol during those times. Again, signs that your adrenal glands are failing, they're having problems. Now, what's next on the list? All right, so the next thing that's going to happen is you'll start craving salt. When you're craving salt, your adrenal glands help to basically make this hormone called cortisol, which helps to regulate your sodium. So again, if that's off, low cortisol, yeah, your body's gonna be like, I need more salt, even though you really don't. And then dizziness when you stand up. If you're going from sitting or laying to standing, or you're crouching on the floor and you stand up, everything turns black, or you see stars, or you feel dizzy, this is a sign that your adrenal glands are not making enough hormone called aldosterone that makes your blood pressure change. This is called orthostatic hypotension. Don't want that. Another sign of adrenal fatigue. The next thing that's going to happen, headaches with exertion or stress. You're playing with your kids, you're out doing some sport, you're working in the yard or doing some other job, and you notice, hey, every time I do this stuff, I get a headache. Yeah. Or you have a lot of stress in your life, and you notice every time I get stressed out, I get a headache. Yeah, this is a sign of low cortisol, adrenal fatigue. The last thing that's on the list here, weak nails. You're like, hey, my nails are always brittle. They break easily. Yeah, absolutely. Low cortisol, high adrenaline, fight or flight system's kicking in, so you're not going to absorb minerals very well, but also your adrenal glands help to regulate those minerals. So this will start to cause these types of symptoms. So the next question is, what the heck do you do about this if you're starting to have these problems? Because these are not good problems at all to have. All right, the first thing you can do is, and again, before you take anything or do anything, especially if you're on medications, consult a doctor. But the first thing usually is B vitamins are low. Your body burns through B vitamins when you have stress, when you have adrenal fatigue issues. Very, very important. Really watch your diet. Sugar, processed foods put a lot of pressure on your blood sugar, your adrenals. Not good at all, and not good for you nutritionally anyway. L-tyrosine, this increases dopamine, epinephrine, norepinephrine. This helps those adrenal glands to make more of the hormones they need. Those stress hormones, adaptogens like rhodiola. There's a lot of other adaptogens. What do adaptogens do? They bring stuff down if it's too high, and they bring it up if it's too low. They kind of level off the system. So adaptogens can be fantastic. The other thing is grapeseed extract. This has been shown in studies, especially they've done with rats, that hey, if rats are under stress, if people are under stress, it starts to have impacts on their adrenal glands. And the grapeseed extract seems to push back against that and help those adrenals out. Another one is adrenal glandular. Yeah, this would be actually like adrenal gland, raw adrenal gland from cows, things like that. They make these supplements out of. The studies across the board have shown this supports adrenal hormone production, really supports the health of the adrenals, especially when they're having problems. So this can be extremely, extremely effective. The next thing you've got to know, if you've tried these things and it's like, gosh, they don't really work, or they work for a little while, but then it comes back, I don't really get any long-term fixes for my poor adrenal glands, you probably have some sort of infection in your body that you need to get rid of. The problem is a lot of these infections that cause these issues don't show up on typical medical tests, don't show up on blood tests. don't show up on a lot of other tests. That's why we've got to go out of the box to look for these infections. Sometimes when people have Epstein-Barr virus, cytomegalovirus, Lyme disease, so many potential infections that can really keep this going no matter what you do. So you got to find those and get rid of them. And there's only so many ways to do that. Then lifestyle. If you're living in high stress, if your job is high stress, if you not only have a high physical stress environment, but emotional stress environment or chemical stress, you're doing bad things to your body, drinking, smoking, drugs, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, your adrenal glands are not going to get better till you deal with those issues, till you change your lifestyle. So those can be critical factors in you getting better. So hopefully everybody got some great information out of this. Definitely watch this next video because it's going to show you more about adrenal glands. And I'll talk to you soon. God bless.